I think he could be bigger than Grimace. Maybe that's what the 2025 Mets need as a rallying cry. It's Toxic.
They need Toxic.
They need Toxic.
Can you imagine the 10-game winning streak after he throws out the first pitch?
It would be incredible.
Oh,
it would be.
That would be.
Wow. Hi, my name's John DeMarsico. I am the New York Mets Broadcast Director for their live telecasts. And I got off at the wrong stop on the train. Actually, you know what? I was going to start with what got me into Troma, but I think actually it wasn't this. It was this. So, the Toxic Crusaders. This is the movie. I walked into Troma today, not realizing that my entry to these gems in here was a cartoon named The Toxic Crusader. And I'm not sure I actually ever watched the show, but I definitely had the toys. These guys. So, who wouldn't see this on a Toys R Us shelf and want that as a 6-7-year-old? These guys were definitely fighting with the Ninja Turtles in the bathtub with me, maybe even the Ghostbusters. This is awesome. So this is my entry into Troma. And obviously, I can't come in here and not talk about the Toxic Avenger. I mean, look at him. He's on the outside of the building. His head is everywhere. His face is everywhere. He's the patron saint. This movie, it does a little bit of everything. It's got action. It's got humor. It's got love, romance. It's got some of the grossest stuff you've ever seen on film. Some of the most offensive stuff ever put on film. But you know what? It's turned up to 11, the whole thing, which really makes it totally just kind of transcend cinema for me. So this is a no-brainer. The Toxic Avenger. Can't wait to check this out on 4K. TA in 4K. Okay. Oh, this is all so overwhelming. Okay. Which one? There's so many different versions. Rabbid Grannies. What can you say about Rabbid Grannies? Oh, she meets a very, very gruesome end. So sorry, sweetheart. The movie starts off a little slow. You gotta meet the people. You gotta set the scene. You gotta know what the pieces on the chessboard can do before the action starts going. And I really appreciate that, because this movie does some wacky stuff after a dinner party about halfway through. And for me, Rabbid Grannies is one of the darker Troma titles, because as much fun as it's having, there's some dark shit going on in these movies with these two octogenarians here. So, Rabbid Grannies, big fan.
First drop of octogenarian in the closet.
I think they're octogenarians, aren't they?
Have you shown off the Kim shirt?
Oh, Kim's, obviously. I'm going to come in here.
Oh, yeah.
Physical media forever. I mean, come on. Let's see. What else did I talk about? Oh. Blades. Okay. This is a sharksploitation movie with no shark. This is basically Jaws, shot-for-shot remake with a killer lawnmower. It's really... one of the most impressive things about this movie is how seriously it takes itself. And that's what makes it so interesting to watch. Like, it's clearly doing a Jaws spoof, but it's like the actors don't know. They're doing a killer lawnmower movie, which is amazing. And also, broadcast director, live television director here, there's some director representation in this movie during a golf event, a live golf event, where the lawnmower is just literally chewing up the scenery. And there's a cutaway to the director in the production truck or TV studio, and he's just like, zoom camera 2! And it cuts away. I think he's uncredited. I actually looked it up to see who he was.
Camera 2, move in.
Real broadcast director representation in Blades. I should probably stay away from the sex comedies while representing SNY. But I can talk about Frostbiter. I just watched this recently, actually. Frostbiter. Is there a colon? Wrath of the Wendigo, or is it just Frostbiter Wrath of the Wendigo? This thing is like Evil Dead, except instead of the Deadites, you have like killer chili monsters. And not only that, the score, the soundtrack, is one of the most interesting horror movie soundtracks I would say ever. There's a point in the film where you would swear Prince is a part of the soundtrack.
The winter storms had killed all the game, and there was no food anywhere. You know, the Indians would come in the middle of the night, and
there's a song dedicated to the chili monster I was talking about earlier that you can't get out of your head. If not, you know, if you haven't seen this movie, you should watch it just for that song alone. But honestly, when I watch this movie, and you can tell that every shot was made with so much love, so much DIY, like, craftsmanship. I mean, there is stop motion, there is puppetry, there is amazing makeup effects. It really is inspiring to watch as a creative person, somebody, you know, that is looking for inspiration every single day. And so maybe something from Frostbiter will make it into a Mets game one day. I don't know. If you have ideas for, you know, any Troma, you know, Mets homages I can do, you know, please drop those in the comments too, because I'm always looking for new stuff. I've always thought about, speaking of Toxic, after the game, the Gatorade Dump, when, you know, the player hits a walk-off home run, maybe there's a cutaway to the, you know, the Toxic Avenger mask when he comes up from the Gatorade bath. I don't know. That's very aggressive, but there's something there. There's something there. Maybe I'll talk to my friends here at Troma and get some prosthetic or some sort of mask or puppet, and we can work that out.
We have been trying so hard to get Toxie to throw the first pitch.
I shared before.
This either the Mets or Cyclones.
I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
He's a tri-state area legend.
He's the guy.
And listen, the Mets have let a lot of strange people throw out first pitches before. He would be like not even the top 10 weirdest people to throw out first pitches at you know, Citifield. I could pick something up that
one that jumped out to you.
You know what I should pick up? This jumped off the screen to me, off the shelf for me. I had no idea that this had a Troma logo on it. I mean, a Brian De Palma film in the Troma collection. I'm kind of blown away. So I learned something today. That's amazing. And then we're just talking about Death by Temptation, and apparently this is one of Samuel L. Jackson's first movies that I've never seen. The first significant black-themed horror movie since the 70s, peppered with Spike Lee style. Spike Lee's awesome. Maybe Death by Temptation is awesome as well.
Nice.
There's one last Mets connection that I forgot about.
Oh, yeah!
If you grab When Nature Calls,
Okay.
and you look on the...
Just
it's
look at
either
the
on the
back.
front or the back.
It's on the
yeah,
back.
if you look on the back, there is
Okay.
a Mets connection.
Featuring appearances by baseball legend Willie Mays. What?
As a Met.
No
Met Willie Mays.
He
way.
comes in the whole...
Oh my God.
In a full Mets uniform.
There he is, right there. Look at Willie. Say hey. Number 24. Say hey, Willie. I have to see this. This is a no-brainer. When Nature Calls, you've got to go. The director's cut. All right. Say hey, Willie. You can find me out by the dumpsters at Citifield in person. If you ever want to smell hot garbage in the summer, that's where I work, right beside. Much like, you know, where Toxie lives, actually. Yeah, I'm at Citifield. Watch the Mets, you know, every night, all summer. You can follow me on Twitter, X, at John DeMarsico, on Instagram at John DeMarsico TV, and Blue Sky at John DeMarsico. That's me. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you.